Welcome to the demo of Phase 1's registration and cart changes for Reporter. We will be doing a demonstration of some of these changes and walk through some use cases in Reporter. If you'd like to follow along, I'm using our testing environment at go.ncsu.edu/reporterqa. I'm beginning by logging in as an external user. So first, I'm going to be doing a self-registration as an external user. I'll begin by going to the course catalog, and I'm just going to look up some courses. I'm going to select one free course, and it's going to take me into my cart, and I can see that this course has been added to my cart, but I actually want to go ahead and add an additional course. So I'm going to go back out to the catalog, search, and I'm going to select one of these courses. So now I can see both courses have been added to my cart. I'll start with the first instance here. You'll see the title of the instance listed at the top still. Below we have a box that contains the policies. There's only one I've read and agreed to policy per instance that you're registering for. So let's go ahead and select that. I'm going to do a self-registration. This does have some questions in the cart, so I'm going to go ahead and answer some of those. Submit my answers. I can now see that my questions have completed. Down at the bottom, I have my subtotal, which is $0. I have my second course. I'm seeing at the top that there's $270 course cost. I will agree to the policies. Registering myself. I have the option to include a discount code. You can see my subtotal. Then down here at the bottom, I have my cart total, which is the $0 plus the $270. I'll proceed to my order summary. Here at the top, I'm seeing the name of the instance and course I'm registering for, and I'm seeing which participant is being registered, which is myself, my $0 subtotal. And next I have the instance which has a fee on it, and I have the option to indicate how I will be paying for this, and I'm going to pay later. Checkout. I see that my registration was successfully completed. If I look at my dashboard, I can see I have a pay button available to pay for those courses that I indicated as a pay later. Next, I'm going to go into the course catalog and I'm going to register people other than myself. Right, so I'm going to select one of these courses. This one here. All right, so again, I see at the top I have my cost and my policies. Now I want to register 2 people for this instance. So I'm going to change this participants drop down to 2. And note that the drop down only goes up to 14 as there were only 14 seats available for this course. If there are more seats available, the drop down can go up to a maximum of 15. So you can register up to 15 people for a single instance at a time. But if there are less than 15 seats available, this drop down is going to stop at whatever that number of available seats is. So as I said, I'm registering 2 people, so I'm just going to select this 2. So it's added an additional section for a participant. And again, I just have that single policies box. So here I'm registering somebody else, so I'm going to change this self to an other. And I'm going to choose my participant. As an external user, you'll need to enter somebody's email address exactly in order to return the result and register them for a course. So by putting in an exact email, I get a search result and I can choose this person. And it will give you the same validations that the old cart had. So if somebody's already registered, it's going to let you know that. So let me try another account. All right. Then I'm going to choose another participant. So let me try searching on just Gmail. So as you can see, it's not showing me any results. You do need to put the exact email address in so that you don't just give open access to everybody to find anyone they want. So I'm going to create an account. And as creating an account, you'll see you have all the same boxes that you've always had for creating an account. And then down at the bottom, you have to affirm that the person you're creating an account for is over the age of 18. So I'll save and email the participant. And now I can search for them, select them, and they've been added to the cart. So you'll see here at the bottom, I have a subtotal of 910. This is coming from the 455 for each person. But I'm actually going to go ahead and apply a discount to one of these people. And you can see immediately the discount has been applied. And if you go down, you'll see that the subtotal has also been updated with this discount. So now that I have my cart ready to go, I'm going to proceed to the order summary. And I am going to indicate that I will be paying for both of these orders. So I'll go ahead and complete checkout. And it'll take you out through Nelnet in the same process that it always does. Just using a test credit card here. You'll see the registration comes back completed. I have my order details and I can see the details of the instance as well. So I'm now going to log out and log into an internal account and show some additional use cases. So as an internal person, I'm now going to go and register myself and somebody else for a course. All right. So I've selected my course, got my costs, I've agreed. I'm going to select 2 participants. So I am registering myself in this instance, so I'm going to leave self here, and I'm going to go and choose my participant. So now as an internal person, you're going to see that the search box is much different than as an external user. So for an external user, they can only search on an email address, and they're required to input the exact email address in order to get a result. But as an internal user, you're able to search on a lot of different categories. I'm just going to search, and I'm going to select my user that I'm registering. See, they've been added. Again, I have my subtotals at the bottom. Proceed to the order summary. Now here I'm going to say that I'm going to be paying for myself, but David is actually going to pay for himself. And so you'll see that my pay now total has been updated to reflect the fact that I'm only paying for myself and that David's paying later. So if I go to checkout, you'll see that my total is at 270, and I did get a registration confirmation just before this. That was for David's registration. Since it was marked as a pay later, he was successfully registered and will later be able to log into the application and have a pay button available on his dashboard to complete that payment. But for myself, who I said that I would be paying for, I can go ahead and complete the payment. All right, so you can see I got my successful registration. I'm showing that I paid for the 270 of my instance details. So now if I go into my account, I'll have an option to view orders. And here I'll be able to see the orders that I've created, as well as the orders I've created that other people are paying for. So I can see David's order is now listed here. David has the option to log into the reporter application, and on his dashboard, he will have a pay button. But if for some reason David is unable to pay or something changes where I now have decided I'm actually going to pay for him, I will have a pay button here available so that I can complete that payment even though I said he would be doing it. If I complete the payment, this will change to myself being the order owner. And please note that currently the My Orders or the View Orders is listed as a button under my account. This will be changed to a drop down under my account. Next, I am going to show you registration as a course admin. So as a course admin, I'm on my dashboard. I'm going to select the Manage Courses tab. I'm going to find the instance that I'm trying to register somebody for and select the Add button. And here you'll see I'm immediately brought into the cart. The instance has been added to my cart, but instead of the first participant being myself, it is an other. So basically what it is now for the course admins is they're going to be brought through the same shopping cart process, except it's going to default to not including them in the cart as most admins are not registering themselves. So from here, a course admin can proceed as they would with any other registration. They can select how many people they would like to add for the registration. They'll be able to choose the participants. If there's fees, they would be able to include those discounts. And they can also complete registration questions on somebody's behalf and submit those. And they would proceed to checkout. Oh, and I forgot to choose a participant. So again, we're going to have the validations in there. So now when I do those questions, you'll see it changes to complete. If I proceed to order summary, I'll see who I'm registering for what, and I can complete that registration. So lastly, I'm going to show you a little bit of the finance on this, particularly with creating an order that somebody else is paying for. All right. So here we have the finance tab pulled up, and I can see the order that was just created. I registered David for an instance, and I indicated that he would pay later. So if I view the details of that order, I can see who created the order, and just so you're aware, I was under the account of Lee Pipkin while creating that order. So I'm listed as the order creator, but I indicated that David would be responsible for paying for himself, so he is listed as the order owner. And you can see the name on the registration is David. You can see he still owes $270. If I go into my own order, however, I'll see that I was the creator and the owner. You can see the course I registered for. My name is on the registration. It shows that I've paid the amount due. So the main difference in financials is that these orders are now created and grouped based on who is paying for them. We are tracking who the order creator is as well as the order owner. And both people will be able to pay if the creator has indicated that the other person is paying for themselves. So that concludes our demo of the registration and cart changes. Please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. You can contact us at the reporter_support@ncsu.edu email or through the contact us in the reporter application. Thanks for watching.